I fell in love at first sight when I saw Heroi-san, the Madonna of our class. I couldn't hold my feelings back, and before I knew it, I had sent her a love letter, pouring out my heart. But I faced immediate rejection. Her friend came to me and said, "Hey, Heroi says these kinds of things trouble her." The next day, I was rejected again by Heroi-san's friend. I was utterly depressed, feeling myself fall into a deep well of despair. I knew this would happen, didn't I? She's the Madonna of the class, and I'm just a substitute for the baseball club. I wasn't expecting her to pay attention to me, but even so, as I looked at her from the window, smiling with her friends, tears welled in my eyes. I whispered her name and nothing else. Someone hit me from behind, saying, "Hey, don't gaze at my friend with those teary eyes, Sanaki." She continued, "Why won't you just gracefully give up since you were rejected? Even though I already told you she's not interested. You're so effeminate, shyly glancing like an idiot." I replied, "I know that, Ichinozo." I stood up and said, "Don't worry, I won't bother her. I'm heading home." She was speechless, then called out, "Hey, wait up." While sipping her drink, she said, "To begin with, sending a love letter is too girly. If you really wanted to win a girl's heart, you should have grabbed her and hugged her from behind like a real man." I told her, if I did that, I'd be arrested. Besides, I put a lot of effort into writing that love letter. She replied, "Huh?" She didn't even read it. The point is, you're completely out of her consideration. If you think that way, wouldn't it be easier to move on? Tears filled my eyes as I said, "You're right. You're correct. But what was so bad about me?" She glanced at me while taking a sip and said, "First of all, it's probably your hairstyle. Cut and change it. You're kind of big in stature and a bit scary. You tell the same story numerous times, don't you? The excuses you gave to the teacher are too long. That, there are about 50 things." I was completely shunned. Seeing my reaction, she said, What were we talking about?" "Ugh. Anyways, it's completely natural that you got rejected, so you don't have to worry at all." I trembled at her words, and she seemed a bit worried. I rose up, screaming, "Why do you have to go that far?" My outburst scared Ichinozo. She said, "What? Even though I was only trying to cheer you up, you get angry easily. That's another reason." I felt responsible since I got mixed into this situation. I said, "It's just that it can't be helped that she won't read my letter. She didn't have to ask her friend to reject me. If she was going to reject me, I wish she would have done it properly." Ichinozo, grumpy, said, "Crying again? So annoying. If you're that frustrated, then jump over Heroi." I couldn't understand what she meant. She clarified, "I'm saying you should make Heroi regret rejecting you. Make her say, 'Whoa, I should have accepted that letter back then.'" Tears in my eyes, I said, "But how am I supposed to do that?" Grumpily, as she walked away, she said, "Why should I go that far for you, idiot? I don't know. You're in the baseball club, aren't you? Why don't you try harder in that area? Everyone cheers for the baseball team at our school. Heroi likes jocks, so show her your cool side there." I said, "Even though I'm on the team, I'm just a substitute. And like you said, I tend to skip. Plus, working hard to get revenge on someone is kind of, you know?" She got in my face and said, "I don't care. Then go spend your whole life like that. It's true that Heroi was insincere to you, but even I would think it wouldn't be worth it to properly reject someone with no guts like you." Regret faded from my face, replaced by seriousness. I began practicing, swinging at an utterly fast rate. My fellow club members watched, thinking, "Why is he practicing so hard? Who is he again? I don't know, but he used to be so bad. It's almost like he's become someone else." "Hey, where are those extra balls we had?" one asked. "Yeah, Sanaki demolished them all during his training." Another replied, "Sanaki? That's the name of the guy who's always practicing? He's still running. Sanaki sure has guts. We don't know how long he can keep that up. They said that I exercised and ran every day, no matter the weather." Someone commented, "I always thought Sanaki was capable. He's doing exactly as I taught him." He showed results in the recent match. He's great. We should pick him up as a pinch hitter. Ichinozo watched me from afar, running and playing. I hit a massive run, and everyone cheered, including Heroi and Ichinozo. I completed a home run. A teammate said, "Good job, Sanaki. You just made the game. Keep this up for tomorrow. I'll keep pushing those starting members. After all, the team we're up against next is Saimoku. We can finally avenge last year's loss." I replied, "Yes, Captain, but the one I want to get revenge on is someone else." The scene shifts to Ichinozo handing me something from Heroi. I looked at her as she said, "It's more like a fan letter than a love letter, though. Good for you, Sanaki. Do you feel better now that you've completed your goal and avenged yourself?" I was speechless. She continued, "What are you going to do? If you want, I'll take your rejection to her. There are a lot of girls who like you now, thanks to all your hard work. You're finally in a position to pick who you want, Mr. Popular." I said, "Mr. Popular? That wasn't why I worked so hard." She bumped my hand, saying, "Oh, what are you saying? You can't fool me. It was all for getting revenge on Heroi, right?" "I know that." Speechless, I took the letter. She said, "Whether you're going to go out with her or not, you should at least wait a few days. Don't rush. You deserve that, at least. But don't ever convey your reply with a letter. Like I told you last time, act like a man." Just as she said that, I hugged her from behind, like she said a man should do. Blushing, she said, "Idiot, you got the wrong person." I replied, "No, I don't. The only person I wanted to get revenge on was you." She tried to say, "Let go of me, Sanaki." But I said, "I don't want to. I'll let you go if you tell me I'm cool, Ichinozo." She said, "Stop messing around and just let go. If you don't, I won't be able to return and face you with a kiss, you know?" She kissed me and we were quite close. She said, "I think I just lost a friend. You shouldn't let a girl kiss you first. You turned your life around, and your smile was too bright." I was defeated again. Revenge unsuccessful.